remember when Gabby came here, I was really excited.
I love her. She laughs and she's fun and encouraging a lot.
I was like amazed and I couldn't believe that she was going to be training with us. But now she just feels like one of my friends.
I look to Gabby as she's like the top and like try to reach the goals to be up there with her.
Gabby has always been like an inspiration, not just because she's gone to the Olympics, but just because the way she acts. She like brings me up when I'm down and she is just so supportive.
Good morning, hon. All right, I don't know. Yesterday was a really good day, so let's see if we can top that. All right. Some of you have drills, some of you have routines, so you guys keep it up. You look good. We just have today and tomorrow, and you head down there. So let's be ready, okay? Who would like to lead? Thank you, Shania. Huh? You can lead. Yeah, you can. Actually, it feels pretty normal, except for all the extra pressure that everybody seems to want to put on it. You know, at first it was kind of like, wow, this is Gabby, you know. But when you get to know her and see her work, her attitude, her respect, I think is what I appreciate the most.
I thought I could have gone, but then when I grabbed the bar, I was like,
Then push out.
here.
Yeah, then push out and shape and then go. You can do a pack from anything. I was ready for prima donna and it's not. So then it just was like she just fit in. It is sometimes I have to remind myself that I'm coaching her, but it feels comfortable and natural. She was in LA doing some of the promotional type of work since the Olympics, and in LA was one of our coaches that now works here.
I want to say a week after I moved here, her mom gave me a phone call. She basically said that Gabby was looking for a gym, thought it would be nice to work together again. So she asked if she could come try out, and that was on a Tuesday. By Wednesday morning, she was here ready to go. So
before we did that, we talked with Nia to make sure that she was comfortable because she was our international elite.
I didn't really feel like I was training with an Olympian, only because we knew each other from camps before. She felt more like a friend and already a teammate to me before she moved, so it felt natural. I was really excited to have somebody who was older than me training elite because she's experienced everything, and it was great to hear all her stories and it just motivated me to keep pushing.
Now you can push that 8-inch over to the side.
So is today a typical workout for you guys, or is there anything different?
Actually, it's Wednesday is our change-up day. We usually do extra dance, but because we're preparing for American Classics, we're doing more skills than normal. So we usually do extra bars and extra dance. On Wednesday, have a dance teacher that comes in and works with them, but not them today. And Gabby's just working back from a sore foot, so getting ready for U.S. Classic. Snap. Don't carry the right arm. There you go. All right. Gabby, I feel like on takeoff it's getting a little bit here, instead of here and up through the chest.
One of the things I have to keep out of my mind is the expectations people are going to have for me. You know, can she do it again? Can she, you know, do more this time than last time? And I just have to get that out of my mind and just, you know, do what I've been doing in training.
When Gabby first came back, she was coming off of an ankle injury. So the biggest thing was, you know, for some of our older gymnasts who we've had their whole lives, we knew what to expect. We know what they mean when something hurts. We know what they mean, crutch words and keywords that they say that means more to us than what they're actually saying. And with Gabby, we didn't know anything about her. So that was probably the hardest part, was, you know, trying to figure out how injured she was and how much we could push and balance it out, yet still be where Marta wanted us and still see the things that Marta wanted to see when we got to national team camp.
I'm starting to see, like, I can tell in Nia's eyes what she's thinking, and I told Gabby that. I said, I'm starting to read your mind. When I see your eyes, I can see little movements that indicate something, and I'm starting to see that. Well, the funny thing was that we were talking after Italy. There was discussion about her ring position on the floor, and she came to me and she said, you know, was this a question? And she showed me that she had, from the video, did a snapshot of the ring. Okay. I go, you are not going to believe this, but I go to my iPad and I pull it out, and I had done the exact same thing that she had done. I took a snapshot of it and was analyzing, you know, what did they want to see bigger maybe to make it not be a question. And we had the exact same picture, and we hadn't discussed it. So that told us, like, we're really on the same track. We have the same thought process, you know.
Gabby has to be probably one of the hardest working people, maybe like the most low maintenance person. She tries hard, never cheats on her numbers. That's like the main thing. We say, hey, we got to do 10, she does all 10, and really doesn't complain about it.
My gymnastics has changed. I mean, it's just different. I think this time I'm a little bit quicker and faster and stronger, and I've grown a little bit, so that's definitely helped me in the mix.
You can tell why she's an Olympian. I mean, she has this switch and she could just turn it on. Like I call it her Olympic mode. Something not working right, and you just sit down and talk with her, and she really comprehends and listens to everything you have to say, and then she hits her button and goes.
I am more confident in my skills than I ever was before, and I'm just so happy for that. I'm like, yes, finally. Because before I was like, kind of shying away, and now I just like step up. I'm like, I can do this, and I got this, and you know, I kind of want more for myself too. So I'm very happy with that.
Quick. This part coming up, I don't like. And then, but I like that part out of the tertiary ring, the part after. It gives you a chance to breathe, and it's really dramatic and dynamic. I like it, so we gotta figure out the music.
Yeah.
Okay. I want 3 physical abilities, and we'll start conditioning. Your choice, 3. Make them good.
Oh my gosh, me and Nia are just like sisters. We've gotten along so well. I think it's because we're sort of the same person. We really bond.
As training partners, she's given me a lot of good tips for each of my skills, and she's great at pep talks. Some days when I'm having a rough day, she always puts a smile on my face, and that always helps. She's a great inspiration. She's a great role model as well. She's just a great person.
Gabby just sets a very good example, which makes her a great leader. She's positive with the kids, she cheers for everybody. She just sets a good example, you know, ethically and morally for these kids. Being such an accomplished gymnast, that alone brings up the kids and makes them want to strive for something.
When Gabby first got here, I was like amazed, and I couldn't believe that she was going to be training with us. but now she just feels like one of my friends. She's very supportive. She makes you laugh a lot. She's a great teammate to have.
I love her. She laughs and she's fun and encouraging a lot.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome to have like 4 other girls. When I was at like other gyms, it was just kind of like be me. So it's just like nice to have teammates. I like to be their mentor and like, guys, you can do it. Let's come in and just knock these out and let's just, get in, get out. Love being that big sister where I can support them and, kick their butts.
Come on, babe. Neutral head. Right here. There we go. There we go. Good. Good. That's okay. I need you to turn under a little more from the hips. You little pike in here, so it takes so long to get back on the handspring. Okay, stand up straight, so it's a quick route.
Okay.
Okay?
Take me for a ride under the moonlight. Let's drive far away to find a better day.
Oh my goodness, it meant so much to me to be renamed to the national team. I was just so excited to be back out there and I was just so stoked and just so ready to go back out and compete.
She had been really wanting it and she'd been really working hard, and it was kind of like the pat on the back from Marta that she never really gives to say, you did your job for now. Now we have the next things to worry about.
Marta told me that I was working very hard and my physical shape was looking great, just I had to be more consistent and just keep up the good work.
It's really important getting that affirmation from Marta because she's the one who makes the decisions. She knows what she's doing. She's extremely experienced. I mean, that's our job, is to get our kids ready to impress her so we can make the teams.
I think that they wondered how they would be accepted from the gymnastics community and from the coaches and from Marta. And I think that Marta didn't want to see half effort. She wanted to make sure that they were fully committed. So I think that they were thankful that Marta was appreciative of their comeback rather than perhaps being critiqued for it. Because there was a lot of critiquing, why do they want to come back? What are they doing this for? And I was like, they love to flip, they're gymnasts, So that's the biggest part, they enjoy that. And all of a sudden there was a stop after the Olympics of all the extra things they got to do, and they enjoyed that. But the bottom line is they still like gymnastics, they still like to flip, and they're not that old, so they can still do it.
She got named to the Jezlo selection squad pretty quickly.
Going there and the expectations that were placed on her, I thought she handled really well. She loved being back competing, and she was able to enjoy it maybe more this time, where before there was always feeling pressure. She's trying to enjoy it, but still work to attain a higher level.
Well, when we first got there, we had a practice and I was just kind of tired. But Marta was like, you can do this, just step up to the plate and do how you do in training. So I was like, okay, and I took her advice and
She said she felt great, she wasn't nervous. I'm like, I see a little bit that seems just a little bit different, so let's just make sure that we're thinking just about our positions and trust them. She felt confident. So then I decided I must be confident in her because she's confident. She was up first and she did much better than verification, so Marta was pleased and she scored a 15-something. So we were thrilled with that.
I didn't mind doing simple routines. I wanted to compete really easy and clean, so bars I did a nice clean routine.
She's been looking incredible in training this week. Beautiful handstand. Nice. Huge release. Just her dismount left. Double land. Nice. Just a step forward on the landing, a little bit short on the rotation. But really great routine for Gabby.
On balance beam, she was calm, positioned, she attacked her full. I was really happy with that.
Nice front pike. It's quiet in the arena. You can hear that all eyes are on Gabby Douglas. Double pike. Nice. Great routine for Gabby.
And then on floor, she just was excited to be there, and she loved that the crowd got into the beginning of her routine. She was kind of surprised, and she said, I kind of like heard them, you know, and it kind of surprised her that they would be clapping to that music, and so she was happy to be back out there.
Nice arrangement, double front. Nice to see her smiling out there and enjoying herself. Tuck full in, good landing. Double tuck to end. Nice routine, and the Olympic all-around champion is back.
Kitty definitely helped me come back to my first meet, and I was just so thankful that she's one of those coaches that, you know, supports you. So I was very happy and very thankful for that.
Well, one thing I do is I go over start values with her and what little difference something can make, and she seems to respond to that. She's done these skills, those skills. We have so many to choose from. We choose the ones that are cleanest, best, you know, for her. Like I said, she's been there, so she's kind of enjoying more of it, where before I think it was all coming at her really fast. We don't have to reach that same goal, but enjoying it on the way.
Obviously, I had a little setback, my foot, but I'm getting back and training fully now.
Well, the last quadrennium in her preparation, she was young, she was an upcomer. She was someone that everybody had their eye on, but she hadn't quite reached the top. And she happened to peak at just the right time at the Olympics and ended up being you know, a star that it really grabbed people's attention. She did. So this time she has that notoriety, and now she wants to live up to it. She has seen other people try to make comebacks, and she said, I do not want to do that. I want to be full-hearted in this and with a big goal, not just to make the team. So, you know, one of the things that we're trying hard to do is to really increase her start value for bars and beams specifically, so that she really has a stronger purpose on the national team for Worlds.
So my bar routine is different this time, and I don't know how we really put it together. It just sort of happened. The skills I could do really good, we kind of just put them all together, and it just worked.
She's very light and she's quick, and she works very hard, so all the releases that we're trying to do and all the new moves and new pirouettes work into the code, and Kitty does a very good job of picking and choosing what skills look good on her, so it works out really well.
I think the difference between Gabby now and the last Olympic cycle is that she's done it before, the nerves are kind of gone, she knows she's capable of it. Now it's more of, you know, just getting her ready for it. Chest in. Think shapash first. Come on. Shapash. That was better, that was better. Where's your head looking though? Do you feel it kind of come out a little bit? You did a better job here and your head kind of, then turn. Okay, in for the bar already. Okay. She's doing shapash half. The biggest issue was in her routine, she'd do normal shapash and she'd hit the pirouette before her dismount. And in elite, the pirouette is a pain. They judge it by the time your second hand gets on. So if you're not at perfect handstand, they just start taking away. Anything under 45, like 5/10. So that's big. So our goal was just get turned around without having to do a pirouette, so she put the shapash half in there and then just kip cast straight into the dismount. Timing's a little different. Everybody really wants to initiate the turn early instead of finishing the shapash and then starting. So that's our biggest challenge right now, but she's doing it by herself consistently, which is really important.
I think her first goal is to compete at Classic Strong, heading into championships, and to be on top. And she wants to make Worlds. That's her #1 goal for this year. Jezelo, check. Well at championships, and then Worlds, check.
I think I just actually need to take one day at a time, one step at a time, and just be more consistent. I think that is the key, is consistency.
Well, her next goal after 2015, her next goal is definitely to make the Olympics. That's her #1 reason for coming back and doing all of this again and putting her body through all of this again. And I think that she has her eye on that goal and is not taking her eyes off.
I am just Gabby trying to make the 2016 Olympic Games, vying for a spot, just like the other girls. And I just have to do what I've been doing in training.